Hi everyone. Welcome to today's Bible reading. I hope you guys are having a good day. I believe this is Monday. I think. I'm pretty sure. This week we're reading in the New International Version. Because on this site it changes every week what we have to read. So this week is the New International Version. We're going to begin today with Romans chapter 11, verse 13 through verse 36. I am talking to you, Gentiles, inasmuch as I am the apostle to the Gentiles. I take pride in my ministry, in the hope that I may somehow arouse my own people to envy and save some of them. For if their rejection brought reconciliation to the world, what will their acceptance be but life from the dead? If the part of the dough offered as first fruits is holy, then the whole batch is holy. If the root is holy, so are the branches. If some of the branches have been broken off, and you, though a wild olive shoot, have been grafted in among the others and now share in the nourishing sap from the olive root, do not consider yourself to be superior to those other branches. If you do, consider this: you do not support the root, but the root supports you. You will say then, branches were broken off so that I could be grafted in. Granted. But they were broken off because of unbelief, and you stand by faith. Do not be arrogant, but tremble. For if God did not spare the natural branches, he will not spare you either. Consider therefore the kindness and sternness of God, sternness to those who fell, but kindness to you, provided that you continue in his kindness. Otherwise you also will be cut off. And if they do not persist in unbelief, they will be granted in. For God is able to graft them in again. After all, if you were cut out of an olive tree that is wild by nature, and contrary to nature were grafted into a cultivated olive tree, how much more readily will these, the natural branches, be grafted into their own olive tree? I do not want you to be ignorant of this mystery, brothers and sisters, so that you may not be conceited. Israel has experienced a hardening in the part until the full number of the Gentiles has come in, and in this way all Israel will be saved. And it is written, as it is written, the deliverer will come from Zion. He will turn godliness away from Jacob. And this is my covenant with them when I take away their sins. As far as the gospel is concerned, they are enemies for your sake. But as far as election is concerned, they are loved on account of the patriarchs. For God's gifts and his cause are irrevocable. Just as you, who were at one time disobedient to God, have now received mercy as a result of their disobedience. So they too have become disobedient in order that they too may now receive mercy as a result of God's mercy to you. For God has bound everyone over to disobedience, so that he may have mercy on them all. On the depth of the riches of the wisdom and the knowledge of God, how unsearchable his judgments, and his paths beyond tracing out. Who has known the mind of the Lord, or who has been his counselor? Who has ever given to God that God could repay them? For from him and through him and for him are all things. To him be the glory forever. Amen. And that was Romans chapter 11, verse 13 through verse 36. Now we're going to read Psalm 22, verse 1 through 18, for the director of music to the tune of The Doe of the Morning, a psalm of David. My God, why have you forsaken me? Why are you so far from saving me, so far from my cries of anguish? My God, I cry out by day, but you do not answer, by night, but I find no rest. Yet you are enthroned as the Holy One. You are the one Israel praises. In you our ancestors put their trust. They trusted, and you delivered them. To you they cried out and were saved. In you they trusted and were not put to shame. But I am a worm and not a man, scorned by everyone, despised by the people. All who seek me mock me. They hurl insults, shaking their heads. He trusts in the Lord, they say. Let the Lord rescue him. Let him deliver him, since he delights in him. Yet you brought me out of the womb. You made me trust in you, even at my mother's breast. From birth I was cast on you. From my mother's womb you have been my God. Do not be far from me, for trouble is near, and there is no one to help. Many bulls surround me. Strong bulls of Bashan encircle me. Roaring lions that tear their prey open their mouths wide against me. I am poured out like water, and all my bones are out of joint. My heart has turned to wax. It has melted within me. My mouth is dried up like potsherd, and my tongue sticks to the roof of my mouth. You lay me in the dust of death. Dogs surround me. A pack of villains encircles me. They pierce my hands and my feet. All my bones are on display. People stare and gloat over me. They divide my clothes among them and cast lots for my garment. Sounds like what they were doing to Jesus, doesn't it? And that was Psalm 22, verse 1 through verse 18. Lastly, for their Bible reading today, we're going to read Proverbs chapter 20, verse 7. The righteous lead blameless lives. Blessed are their children after them. And that was Proverbs 20, verse 7. Okay, guys, that was today's Bible reading. I hope it touched your guys' hearts. I hope you guys are having a great evening. I hope you've had a great day. my day was going well until I started getting severe stomach cramps, and all heck broke loose in my stomach. And then I got so weak it made my lungs, I was gasping for breath, so it made my lungs act up as well. So I had big plans today I got the light moved over here, the new light, to make the video better today, and I was going to turn it over for a new background and set at the table and have makeup on and everything. Try to put a pretty shirt on and look halfway decent for you guys. Seems like every time I try to plan something like this happens. But hey, I got my hair washed, so that's one thing, huh? Took a lot of breath out on me, but I got it washed. My legs were shaking, I could barely stand up. I was so weak. I had just got done, there was so much blood, and it's just not a good evening for me. But I'm trying to get these videos done. I hope you guys have a great evening. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, guys. And God willing, I'll see you guys tomorrow with another Bible reading. Bye, guys. God bless.